Hey, hey, hey! So, hey!
I think it's important that we're coming out with a full record just because we can, and we haven't. And in the past, we've basically recorded between touring and recorded with the money that we made from touring. And that's basically just allowed us to do a small amount of songs at a time.
That's great. I don't know that that can be improved upon.
Sick.
But
Just gotta double it all then.
Yeah, you want to take 5 or you want to just charge?
Yeah, let's just get in it.
Okay, cool.
I could walk you down the street where we're about 100 feet from the ocean. I know we've done this out before, but we could do it once more. Let's get in over and over.
You're saying well when instead of a yeah on one of them. And I'm trying to think where it is, but yeah sounds better, I think.
Oh, I could walk you down the street.
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
about 100 feet.
I've always, I think I like that more.
I mean, we're sitting on tunes we love, and we don't just love them, but like we fought for them, we cried over them, we fought over them, we wrestled over them, we lost sleep over them, and now they're so close to being the way we want them to be, and it is a really special feeling.
Need to know, get off on time, sit me down, get in the mountain. You need to know you're getting off on time. You need to know you've been on my mind. That probably works the best.
Yeah.
You were the one, you were the yield. I was the man looking over the field. Give me an hour at the edge of my faith. Either way, you get on my case. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Then there's like some variations on this last part. It's like, I love what you done.
I like that.
I love what you find.
I love what you done, love what you find.
You're the man, but I
You
love what you done. I love what you find. You're the man.
you also said at one point I love what you do.
Love what you done. I love what you do. You're
That's cool.
the man,
Done and do.
but
I think what's exciting right now is we're writing the best music we ever have. And it's kind of been a meter that we've used to keep doing this or not. Is are better and better songs coming out of us? And if the answer to that is no, then I think this is something we would lay to rest. But the answer has been yes, and it's been really exciting and inspiring for me because I think it's just pulled out deeper emotions and stronger truths for myself within the lyrical content, and it's just such a powerful, exciting thing to know, like, we've put so much time into something and it's getting better and better. And I think that's why we're so excited about this record, is it contains our best ideas. And it feels like now's the time. We've kind of figured this out enough that it feels comfortable saying, yeah, we've got enough good ideas to put out a record. And yeah, that's just where we are now. Well, if you can't tour the record, then it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to put it out until you can tour the record. It's kind of the only way our band's ever been able to market ourselves. It's just been on the road. So if we just put out a record, I don't think we would really know what to do.
it's been a long time coming. You know, from the start, we had an album and we're coached into separating it into EPs and then trying to figure out how to approach this world of streaming. But we finally reached that point where it's time to release an album. So to have that rug ripped out from under you was a little rough. And so not knowing when this music is, you know, we've been sitting on it for a year. This isn't new music to us. We've had this music for some of it for 2 years, one of the songs for over 8 years. So we're itching to get it out, but unfortunately we exist in a world where you need to play it and tour it and show it off.
I think there's always kind of been a small amount of heartbreak because, I mean, there's a romance around, you know, the LP. It was interesting to have worked towards that, to have the songs, to go through all of this headiness, all of this conflict, and then finish the record and have such a peace about it, and then there to be nothing to do with it, basically, other than wait for the time when it can come out. We knew we had this thing. We knew we had made what we had kind of spent 5 years cultivating a skill to make. We'd made it, and it was the record we wanted to make, and it felt really, really great. And then the band kind of just stopped, and it forced us into this position of having to approach the question of, should we keep doing this? Like, what happens now? We kind of made the thing we've been looking to make. What do you do? I mean, because at some point you're making it for yourself. At the end of the day, like we want to give it and share it with the fans and share it with our friends and our family. But like we were making a record to make a record, to record the songs that we had written, and we did it. And then there was just this pause. I mean, the more I'm around, the more I guess I'm aware of how much I wasn't around, and so. It just, it made for an interesting headspace of like satisfaction and curiosity, and these just big questions came in of what are we doing? What are we supposed to do? Are we forcing this? Are we not forcing this? Should we force it? How should we react? And really what we did was just stop. And so it just went into like, stop being a band, stop being a musician, take a moment and just be a dad and friend and just be around, right? Man. We just reprioritized some things, which was just let's just take a moment of rest. Which is why Tyler got Tori pregnant.
The greatest part about being in the band is performing the songs. It's also the hardest part. You know, it's in 2 phases. You start with nothing and you make the song. You go in the studio, which is probably the most exciting part, you know, coming up with something that was nothing and then could be something that either people love or hate or whatever it is. But then the second segment is going and performing it to either hundreds of people or 7 people, and you've got to give it your all every time. And whether you suck one night, you know, you got to like wake up the next morning, drive and go do it again the next night. And so we're in phase 2 currently, and I would say that this has been the most difficult music that we've written to perform. Not just instrumentally, but vocally. Max always somehow writes melodies that are just impossible to do live. So it's a stressful thing, but you know, we're ironing it out as we speak, ready to get back out and do it again.
Dude, that is so...
Maybe what I'm hoping someone understands about me or about us when they listen to the record is that we probably feel much more like they do than they may expect. And if our music can make somebody feel less alone or feel more connected to something or to an idea or to someone, then that's just a special thing to me. I hope that happens. I feel that way, I guess, when I listen to music. I think that's why I connect to certain things, is it makes you feel like, damn, like somebody feels that way too. I was too afraid to admit that to somebody, and here I'm listening to somebody else say it. I think that's a really cool inspiration for writing songs. And I just hope, I just hope someone feels connected in general.
Today is debut release day for Wilderado. That was a hard sentence to get out. Today is debut release day for Wilderado, a band who amassed millions and millions of listeners across a variety of platforms without even having a full-length record to their name. Few debut albums have been as much of a long time coming as Wilderado's. Why did they put that in quotes? Look at this. It's literally more sugar. Cookies. She's saying.
You scared her.
Do you think people are gonna like it?
Yeah, but I don't really care. I guess that's kind of the journey, is I just don't care if you like it or not. I want you to, but I want to like it most. I want to do this because I want to be a songwriter who likes his own songs, and I think that's okay. I mean, come on, I want people to like our songs just because it's a special feeling. But if someone, I don't know, if you don't like our songs, it'll help me know I need to go do something else. Something that's taken me a long time, I think, to admit and figure out how to do. And I guess I'm having a hard time articulating what it feels like to be proud of myself, but one thing that's so wonderful about writing music and writing it with other people is you get to sit back and actually kind of turn your mind off and just listen back to what you've done. And doing that with these tunes has allowed me to kind of see the journey I've been on and see how low some of the lows have been. And now that it's kind of completing the circle, I'm just really feeling proud. And it's a special thing, because I'm not sure I've felt that way before. And I know I feel proud just because I've done this wrong for a long time, and now it just feels like we're doing it right. And I think that's just because we're just doing what we love. And I'm proud of that.